Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. Over the next few weeks, I'm sharing with you my top tips and advice on how to start running. And I said last week about getting mentally prepared and also physically prepared, i.e., getting your kit together, making sure you have got everything in place to go forward with the running plan. So, trainers, kit, sports bra, if that's appropriate, and then planning the route, knowing where you're going to go, when you're going to do it. If you've already started already, if you've made a great start, then well done to you, fantastic effort. And then obviously my advice will help you to keep going. If you haven't started yet and you're waiting for my next instalment, then this is the week for you. This is when it's all going to happen. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to do today. What I would say as well is if you've got a fitness watch or stopwatch of some sort, that would be good to take with you because it's always good to know, be able to track your progress and see what you've done on that day and then keep a record of it going forward. So yeah, the time has come. We need to get out there. We need to actually start running if that's what you want to do. So have your stopwatch with you or your watch of some sort, Garmin, Apple Watch, Fitbit, whatever you can use to track your run. You might want to if you've got one of those already, you might want to actually track it as a run so that you know how far you've gone distance-wise. But if you haven't got any of those watches, sports watches, don't go out and buy one, especially for running, until you know it's a thing that you want to keep going with, because I would hate for you to waste money on something and it not actually work out for you. So just a basic stopwatch, or even just take a watch of some sort that's got a second hand, and then that will help you to track your progress, or even just take your phone or something if it's got a stopwatch and you're happy with that. So taking a stopwatch, because what you're going to do is you're going to start off once on that day that you've planned. You're going to go out for the run. I want you to start off with a bit of a walk warm up to begin with. So that might be anywhere between sort of maybe 1 to 5 minutes, depending on maybe the weather, depending on what you've been doing beforehand. If you've just got out of bed, then maybe you need to just warm up a bit more physically and mentally. So you're just going to do a bit more of a walk. If you've been sort of moving around and it's later on in the day and you feel kind of like you've moved enough already, then you might just do a couple of minutes walk just to psych yourself up before you get going. Or you just might want to walk. If you live on the top of a hill, you might want to walk, or at the bottom of the hill, you might want to walk up the hill to start off with, so you don't have that straight away. So you decide how much you want to walk, warm up, time that on your stopwatch, and then when you are ready to go, just when you feel like you're ready to start running, press go on the stopwatch, and I want you to just see how long you can run for non-stop. That might be 10 seconds, it might be 30 seconds, it might be 2 minutes, it might be 5 minutes, it might be even longer. Whatever you can do. It depends on your background, it depends on what you've been doing previously, it depends whether you're absolute beginner or not. But just see what you can do. It absolutely does not matter what time you can do, how long you can run for non-stop, because we all need to start somewhere. What I would say though is just take it really, really steady. Don't go off as a sprint. We're trying to keep going for as long as possible because that is going to help you build up your endurance. So just have that in mind. Just see how long you can go for, nice comfortable pace, and then when you feel like you need to stop, just stop the stopwatch. And then let's say, for example, it was 2 minutes that you've run for non-stop, which is fantastic. Then I'm going to say that you walk, recover for up to 1 minute. So I would say usually about half of the time that you were running. So for example, if you were 30 seconds of running, you would walk for 15 seconds and then you'd need to run again. Obviously, it doesn't matter if you do go over that time. It's not a problem. Just wait until you are actually ready to crack on again. But you don't probably need too much longer than sort of half the amount of time to recover. So then you've got to do it again. So aim to sort of be out for 20 to 30 minutes first run session. If you can. Obviously, if you can't manage that, you only do sort of 10 minutes in total, that's absolutely fine, better than nothing. But 20 to 30 minutes would be a good start. So just breaking that down into intervals of running and walking. If you manage sort of 2 minutes to start off with on that first interval, with 1 minute recovery, try and stick to that if you can. But as you go through the session, you might find that you need to reduce that down to 1 minute of walking and 30 seconds of recovery or something like that. So that's fine. But just try and keep a track of it mentally in your head of what you've done, and then write it down when you've finished. And yeah, first run session done. So I'll be back next week with some more top tips on how to go forward from there. But well done for getting started when you do, and I'll see you next week.